What's up, guys? Today I'm doing another car review, and this time we're in my buddy Brennan's 2007 Mitsubishi Galant ES. This is definitely one of the more unique Galants that I've ever seen, mostly because people don't really even bother trying to modify a Galant. You know, if you're going to go Mitsubishi, most people are going to get the Eclipse or obviously the Evo, because those are the big Mitsubishi cars that everybody wants to modify. He told me that when he got this car, he got it off his aunt for 300 bucks. And it only has 154,000 miles on it right now. I was kind of amazed, and he told me that when she was trying to sell the car originally, the dealership would only offer her $500. So when he got this, he paid her the $300, and then he did a little bit of dog sitting. So I like to think he got it for a steal, but to each his own. So you may have noticed that the rear driver's side door is kind of fucked up. He told me that when he got the car, his uncle or some other family member was backing up with a trailer and accidentally hit the door. He has a spare one, it's just that it's the wrong color, so he would either have to get it repainted or wrapped. But until that day happens, he's just been driving around with just one fucked up door. So this model of the Galant had a 4G69 4-cylinder in it. It is a front-wheel drive, and it has a 4-speed automatic. It's a nice little four-door car. It's just meant to be a really small sedan that you can drive around with your kids or what have you. Or this is like a good beginner car for a young teenager just learning how to drive. But I think I mentioned before that he put more money into this than most people would put into a Galant, and that really is true. We swapped out the stock suspension for a set of coilovers from Godspeed. I think these are called Mono SS coilovers. I don't know, I might have butchered that. So he has dropped the car quite a bit. He actually at one point had the tires tucking. And these coilovers, I believe, have 18 way adjustable dampening, so 18 total, so 9 both ways from the middle. He also has a splitter off a Cobalt. He has also had all of the windows tinted 20% all the way around, minus this front strip up here. But the strip on the windshield is just a black strip, so I guess you could say it's a 0% tint because you can't fucking see it through it. For his headlights, he has retrofit HIDs with projectors, and I think they look really, really nice, actually. He also has custom halo fog lights, which look pretty dope when they are on. He switched out the factory stereo, so now he has a Pioneer 8200 ENX or NEX or He also installed a 15-inch subwoofer in the back with a custom fitted box. And then for all the door speakers, he has Infinity Kappa speakers. I think that's how you pronounce it. Kappa? Tell me if I'm pronouncing that wrong. And then for a subwoofer, he uses Kicker amp. He's also switched out the front bumper for a Rally Art front bumper. I don't know what company that is or where he actually got it from. That's what he tells me, so I'm just gonna go ahead and believe him. Also, Brennan, your service engine light came on, and I like to think that's not my fault. And as you can tell, this is definitely not the factory steering wheel. He took out the old one, and instead he put in a Sparco steering wheel, and it is wrapped in nice Alcantara, or I think that's how you pronounce it. Has a little white strip so you can tell where it's centered, and it is slightly off-centered. I can sort of tell. No, I guess it's pretty dead on. He also has an NRG horn button because, you know, when you get angry, you have to let them know somehow. He also put in a wide-angle rear view mirror. He also installed a Viper remote start system and security system. He has a nice little radar detector up front for when you can tell the coppers are nearby, but I doubt you can really go fast enough for this to get caught by the cops. Sorry. He also has a really, really nice dash cam. I don't remember what the model is, but it's probably something I would look into. Oh, I almost forgot that for the steering wheel, he uses a Momo? Yeah, he uses a Momo quick release system. Well, maybe I was wrong. Maybe the steering wheel is slightly off-center. For wheels, he has Anki M52s. These are 18x8s, and he's wrapped them in 235 45 18 tires. Originally, he had like a knockoff set of gold mesh style wheels, which still look pretty good. But then when he went to go get new tires wrapped, he took them to Walmart, and then Walmart kind of like fucked up his wheels. So we actually found these Yankees used, and you can definitely tell that they've been used. They have curb rash on all 4 wheels, so nothing a little bit of spit and shine can't get out. But I still think that these Yankees look really good on it. It gives the car a nice profile. For exhaust, he still has the factory manifolds, but he did a resonator delete, and he got a muffler from N1. So when the car is idling, it's really mild. It's not loud or choppy or obnoxious. But I'm noticing that driving around, compared to my BC Racing coilovers on my Ford Escape, these are really bouncy, and I'm not sure if that's just how they're made or if he's just adjusted the dampening to be like that. Now this thing isn't exceptionally fast, it's not boosted, it's still just a naturally aspirated 4-cylinder. But that doesn't mean that it's not fun to drive. Woo! A little bit of wheel spin there. But I noticed that with this steering wheel, like I am so used to having to turn signal stocks and wiper stocks like so close that I can just hit it with my fingers, and now I have to reach forward a little bit. But if you ever just look around this vehicle, there's just stickers everywhere. Like right above his glove compartment right here, he has just a crap ton of stickers, majority of them being Rick and Morty. And if you look on his gas cap, he has more Rick and Morty stickers. And then right here along his windshield, he has a fat crack and looks like he tried to cover up with a hooligan sticker that is definitely off-center, so it's throwing off my OCD. Let's see how fast this baby can go. Ooh, it does not like that. I don't think it liked getting floored. For a second, it felt like it didn't want to shift out of first, which is kind of weird. Steering's kind of light, it's not super direct. If I feel like there's a tad bit of understeer, but I haven't found any insane corners to take it around yet, so I can't really tell you. Ooh, there's a lower Jetta. It's just really bouncy for some reason. Not gonna lie, that exhaust now sounds pretty decent. I don't know, after driving around this car for a little bit, I kind of dig it. I can kind of see why he would invest so much into it. Like, there's no doubt that this car is really fun to drive around. I think it's actually kind of cool. Now, he's taken this to plenty of car meets, and this is one of the only 2 Galants that ever shows up. The other one is a old VR4 from the 80s or 90s, I don't know. But I guarantee you, if you took this to any other car meet, it would be one of maybe 3 to 5 other Galants, because no one ever mods or gets Mitsubishi Galants to mod. It's like I said before, you don't really see people getting these little 4-door sedans to try to turn into race cars or show cars, because everybody else wants to get the Evos or the Eclipses. So for him to mod this to the point that he has and to daily drive it, he really kind of stands out whenever I drive around, and I can see him as like, wow, yes, that is his Galant, because it is that much different from every other Galant I've seen. Like, I drive around and then there's just like so many STIs, it's like you start to lose track of how many people have them. Or it's kind of the same deal with the Evos, where people are just starting to get more and more Evos there. You kind of lose track of who drives what Evo, even if they are different colors. I think those kids in the jet are following me, actually. I think they want to talk. Maybe they're not following me. Let's get one more good pull in. 20? Ah, that went better. Woo! It's definitely not the same as driving a supercharged car around, but it's still pretty fun. I really don't know how much power this thing makes. I really don't know how much torque this thing makes. But going back to the exhaust, like, you just sit here in traffic and you don't hear it. It's not until you really start giving it some gas that it starts to purr. Like nothing. You don't even hear the engine noise. Whereas with mine, you hear the engine noise and the exhaust. He also has a little Takata tow strap hanging off his rear bumper, and I checked, and it's actually hanging on there by a zip tie. I'm telling you, this boy has so much crap in this car. He's not necessarily hoarding stuff. It's just that if you can put something somewhere, if there's like a compartment, there's something in it. And I'm not just talking like one something, I'm talking like multiple somethings. Like even in his cup holder, he has a thermos, but then he also has change. Or even right beneath his stereo, there's a little compartment where he has, what, sunglasses? Is that a pen? A couple other doohickeys? Even over here in the little compartment on the door panel, he has just an old paper towel. So clean your car, Brendan. Clean it. So I'd like to thank each and every one of you for sticking around and watching to the end of the video. If you have stuck around and watching to the end of the video, because I feel like a lot of you have skipped to the end of the video or have just fallen off. So if you are here and you watched all however long this video is, good on you. If you enjoyed the video, you can go ahead, like, subscribe, leave a comment of what you thought of this car, what car I should try to find next, what car I should go buy, how many children I should have, and then go ahead and share this video with your friends. It really shows me support. So until I find another car to review, I will see you guys later. Or are they pronounced Gallants? Maybe they're pronounced Galants. Galants? Galants.